Hey there, it's Words and Stitches, and this is QuiltTube number 9. I really am enjoying this. I feel like I'm filling a few minutes of my day talking to some good friends and broadening my quilt circle and all of those things. So I hope you're enjoying listening to everyone. I hope you're subscribing and liking and commenting on all the ones that you are connecting to, because that's kind of the idea, I think, is for all of us to have a large circle across the world. And to me, there's no better hobby than quilting, so I like all of this stuff. It's kind of rainy and extremely windy here today, and I got a lot of stuff done in my studio today, some piddly stuff, some big stuff, and I'm going to do some more things. I have a customer quilt I'm getting ready to load and get all set up so I can get it quilted, and I'm binding this one, which I don't normally do that for people, but I am doing that for this one. Excuse me, and I need a little bit of time to get that hand stitched because I'm a die-hard flip it to the back and stitch it down by hand. It's comforting to me. I like the way it looks, and I think I'm one of the few that's the way it's got to be for me. But anyway, I've been working on my EPP stuff, and oh, look at this. Cut something new for EPP. I am not a huge batiks person, but these are turning out to be cute. Can you guess what they're going to be? Can you tell by the shape? I'm getting ahead of the game because it may take me a long time to get it done, but I'm excited about this. So I've been working on that. I thought of something I wanted to tell you guys. So I've had a lot of people ask me personally, why Words and Stitches? That's kind of why that name? Well, if you haven't already figured out, first of all, I like to talk. Second of all, I love words. When you can find that perfect word for the perfect moment, it's one of the greatest things ever to me. I like words like pulchritude and oblivious and ominous, and I could just go on and on and on. But anyway, I love those words. Also, I love to read, and I read a lot. Sometimes it's quilt history. Sometimes it's just a good book, and I love a good book. I read at night before I go to sleep. And if it's a bad snowy day or a really good rainy day and I'm all caught up, sometimes I might read all day just to finish a book. But so that's part of the reason. When I started out with my website, I started out with Words and Stitches for a couple of reasons. One, it's kind of catchy. Two, I was going to be blogging a lot more than I find that I do, because I like to write too. I mean, I taught students the communication arts English class for a very long time, and I really thought I'd do more writing than I do. I like to write, but sometimes I'm not sure what people want to read, so I try to just say, hey, write something you want to write. And anyway, when you're trying to get some traffic to all your places so that people know you're out there and you're willing to long arm for them or all those kinds of things, there's so many little things to do that I'm just not doing it as much as I wanted to. So I also started out, I edit patterns and test patterns and stuff, and I like to write patterns. And so it all has to do with all of those things. The word, just words and stitches, because anytime I can put the two together, I'm really excited. So that's where the name came from, Words and Stitches. I think that's all I had to say about that. I think so. Anyway, so while I was cleaning today, I found something that I think is kind of cool. So I have these friends that I quilt with occasionally, and I do block of the month, and we have a long arm group, and we get together and we chit chat and ask each other questions and work on little things, and you know how it is. Anyway, so a couple of them have AccuQuilt, the new AccuQuilt stuff, and they talk about it all the time, and they I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and I'm like, guess what? I've had one. So long they've changed the name. And I don't use it very often. And so the more I've listened to them and the more I've talked to them, part of the reason I don't use it very often is I only have a couple of dies. But I'm thinking about getting some more now all of a sudden because I think they just changed the name, but the machinery's the same. So I'm thinking about getting a few more dies. I'm grateful to be able to cut for myself and do all of that stuff. But, you know, there may come a day when that's a little harder than just turning a crank, you know, because I can do that with a different arm or whatever. If that arm hurts today, I'll turn it around. Anyway, so I'm kind of working on getting that pulled out. And like I said, I only have about 3 dies. But, you know, when I pay myself for my long arming, I might buy some more. So I found it, girls, and I'm going to use it. Oh, and I also mopped my floors today, ladies, because, you know, they like to tease me about my need to clean my house once over really good every week or less. So, anyway, enough about them. We have a great time and we learn a lot from each other. So, it's fun to see what other people are doing, in my opinion. Anyway, the only other thing I want to talk about is my lack of organization and my whips and all of those things, because I'm getting ready. Just here in a little bit, I'm going to catch my breath from some things, and I'm going to go through some. I have fabric kitted up, ready to go with a pattern in a cabinet. I thought this is going to be great. This is going to be great. Hadn't been great. They're still in the cabinet. Haven't done them. Haven't pulled them out. Haven't said, hey, today's the day. I'm starting you. So last week I talked about that a little bit and talked about how if you had some ideas, you know, I didn't get very many comments. So I didn't know if people didn't want to share their ideas, or they didn't have ideas, or they have the same problem I have. So I'm in my non-sewing life, I'm really good about getting up or the night before I go to bed, making a list of everything I want to do during the day. I go days where I don't do that. But if I have a day where I'm like, ooh, I'm getting behind, I need to accomplish this, and blah, 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 I make a list and I mark it off. And there's something very, very satisfying about that. But in my sewing life, I'm not good. I have tried different things. And not too long ago, this is by Stash Books. I bought this, the Quilter's Planner. It's kind of, you can see my ring right there. The Quilter's Planner, Project Planner. And it has some ideas in there about how to use the book and the big picture and the little picture. And so I got it out. I haven't done anything with it yet. But I thought maybe I'd start reading some of the guidance pages to see if this looks like something that I really will use. I think I bought it because it was on sale and I was feeling like I really needed to do something, but I just haven't done it yet. I let all the other little things, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll shop that. Let's go ride bikes or la la la. And then I have to work harder to play catch up. And, but I like to be busy and I like to do stuff. And, I have a lot of energy at times. And so I've got to work that off every day. Anyway, I think that's all I've got today. It's kind of sad. I need to get a few more things done and get a few more things kind of gathered up to show you, but today's just not that day. I have trouble with allergies, and when it's really windy and it's allergy season, I have a tendency to get out and do things in my yard and come back in. So I feel like I, you know, drop my voice in the middle of the yard. Anyway, so I thought, well, okay, today I have a voice. Today would be a good day to do this, even though I wasn't 100% ready. But, you know, it's kind of like I don't know. I wish I could be that person that could start something and stick with it straight through the day until it was totally finished before I did anything else. But like a lot of you, I'm not that person, and I'm kind of, you know, all over the place sometimes. Anyway, I'm teaching a class next Tuesday and I'm really excited about it. So if you live in my area and you're watching this and you're looking for a class on just a beginning quilting class, you know, I'm teaching one at a place called All in Stitches in New Florence. So you might just hop on that website and look and see if it looks like something you'd like to take. There are 2 sessions on Tuesday of next week, the 4th Tuesday of the month. So I'm real excited about teaching again. I can't wait to do more and more of it. I think that's kind of my real niche or niche. I like to be in a group of people learning and talking, and I like to learn from them. And so I'm excited about that. And I don't know, I'm really excited about the rain. It was bone dry here. I mowed yesterday for a couple of hours and ran my weed whacker, you know. Wow. It was hot. It was dirty. It was dry. There was just no... But we got some rain today, and not nearly enough, but maybe it's enough to kind of break the dry cycle. We've had a lot of trouble with droughts lately, so... Anyway, I guess that's really all I have. I've been trying to keep up with the sisterlies, and... I try to keep up with Quilt Rhodey. I even watch her stitch Rhodey. I don't know. I like to watch Anna. She's a lot of fun. And Kate of the last Homely House. I am a huge fan of Kate and her buddies, Arna and Carlos. I found both of those during COVID, and I just really, I really like to listen to them. And this last week, Kate had that whole... I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of her cruise with Arna and Carlos going through the Norwegian fjords and all of that. And I'm like, I've been wanting to go there for a long time. And now I want to go even more. So hopefully I can start working on getting that together one of these days. Wouldn't it be fun, though, for a whole bunch of us to meet and go over there and have a big quilters cruise up one side and down the other like they had? I just think that would be so fun. Anyway, gosh, I think I'm going to let you go and quit taking up your time so you can move on to some other quilt tubers. And if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe, please like, comment. Tell me what you're making. Talk to me about your stuff. Talk to me about what books you're reading. Just talk to me. I love to address the comments, and I don't know. I guess that's all I got today. So I'll be seeing you soon. Have a good week. Hopefully you're getting the weather you want, and the yards are coming along, and the garden, thinking about anybody who raises tomatoes or gardens, full gardens. We raise a little tiny container garden, but it's a lot of fun, and my grandkids love it. They planted me some radishes and carrots and parsnips and different things last weekend, so that was a lot of fun. All right, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.